Good evening and welcome to The Big Bang. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, the biggest event of the largest democracy is all set to begin in the state in a couple of days' time. But are the cops in the city ready? Here is the detailed plan for election day security in Namma city.
Even as the city gears up for the elections, the police and the BBMP are faced with the challenge to ensure a safe, secure and fair election. So what are their plans? Security has been tightened across 5 constituencies in Bengaluru and Chikbalapur. There are 6,823 poll booths spread across 5 constituencies. Out of these, 1,361 are very sensitive, 2,044 are sensitive and the rest are in safe limits. Around 61 ACPs will be in charge of the 121 police inspectors, 430 police sub-inspectors, 1,049 assistant inspectors, 9,576 constables and 1,000 civil defence personnel. With a view to help the voters, a 24-hour helpline number has been put in place for election day. Voters can call 080-2297-5500 or 080-2297-5583 for any queries. In addition to this, for the first time, BBMP is introducing the webcast services as well, through which voting can be viewed and monitored. The BBMP Commissioner highlighted some of these measures.
I can tell you that excellent work has been done as far as voters enrollment is concerned. Last time there was complaints that my name was not found in the voters roll. Now we will see that that problem is taken care. We have deployed more than 35 to 40,000 manpower to all the police stations. Their training has already been conducted. 2 rounds of training has been conducted. They are all fully prepared for this election. We have already identified a number of people to be drawn from central government to be appointed as micro observers. We have trained them. We are deploying these micro observers to the polling stations. We are also having webcasting for the first time. Webcasting will enable to see polling station online in about 593 polling stations. These are all the measures which are initiated to see that polling is free and fair.
As of now, 116 police cases have been filed for poll violations and misconduct and 124 people have been arrested. But you may ask if all these arrangements will be sufficient. Who better to answer than the police commissioner himself?
Well, the city's elections, like in the rest of the state, are scheduled for the 17th of April with not many days left. The police and the administrative authorities are working their muscles to ensure a free and fair poll. Well, how free and fair will it be? We have the police commissioner with us. Mr. Auradkar, how free and how fair will it be, and what are the kind of efforts you're putting in?
See, already we have done a lot of homework, and the last 1 month during the campaigning, we had come down as per the law against the violators of the model code of conduct, and sufficiently everybody has been warned not to create any law and order issues. Now during the elections, we will have more than 12,000 people, policemen, posted for polling duty. We have more than 6,800 polling booths. Out of that, 20% are hypersensitive, 25% are sensitive and remaining are normal. Hypersensitive polling booths will be manned by 2 people, sensitive by a constable or a head constable, and normal will be manned by 1 policeman, either by or a traffic ward, civil defense warden. And we have about 400 mobile sector mobiles, which we call headed by the PSI or the ASI, and on an average he will cover 17 polling booths in 1 round, and about more than 150 senior officer supervisory mobiles.
So like in the movies, the police arrive late, but here the police ensuring that they will not arrive late by ensuring good mobility and a quick reaction. With camera person Raghu, this is Bansi for News9.
Now, Bengaluru's mayor's year-long term is all set to come to an end, but Katte Satyanarayana refuses to give up his office. Wondering why? Take a look.
With Bengalurians preparing to cast their vote and hoping to make a difference, BBMP is busy making sure election day in the city goes without a hitch. Amidst the hustle and bustle of preparations, the BBMP mayor is stuck with yet another dilemma to deal with: the 2014 mayoral elections. Going by the book, mayoral elections are supposed to be held on April 22, 2014. The only problem here is that the current mayor has not even completed his given one-year term at the office. Kate Satyanarayana assumed office as the mayor of Bengaluru in September last year. But the mayoral elections are ideally supposed to be held in the month of April of every year. However, it was postponed last year due to various issues, which meant former Mayor Venkatesh Murthy's term was extended till September. This spelled bad news for Mayor Satyanarayana. His office is up for grabs before his one-year term is even complete.
ಹಿಂದಿನ ಮೇಯರ್ ವೆಂಕಟೇಶ್ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಅವರು ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಾಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಮೇಯರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾವ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಥಮವಾದಂಥ ಈ ಪಾಲಿಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸಭೆ ನಡೀತೋ ಆ ತಿಂಗಳೇ ಮೇಯರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದೇ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವಾಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಮೇಯರ್ದು ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು ಆಗ್ಬೋದು.
According to rules set forth by the Karnataka Municipal Corporation, in the light of mayoral elections being postponed, the sitting mayor will resume office until a new candidate is elected in his place. The same KMC also states that every elected mayor is supposed to complete one whole year in office. The term begins when the new elected mayor calls for his first meeting. Kate Satyanarayana has now stated that he will only leave his post on the completion of 1 year, stating that he will go to court if asked to do otherwise. The BBMP commissioner has sought the intervention of the Chief Secretary of Urban Development to sort out the issue.
The earlier notification issued 4 years back by government states that election of the mayor shall be held every April. But subsequently elections were not held in April, it was held in different months due to court intervention. Now since it is the month of April, I need to seek clarification from government whether I should conduct the election in the month of April or I should wait until the completion of 1 year. So this clarification has gone to the government and government has referred the matter to law department. After getting clarification from law department, I will be communicated by government when I should conduct the election. I will strictly go by the directions of the government and any other direction that is coming to me. As per the law, we don't deviate from anything. We will strictly go according to the rules.
While Kate Satyanarayana is not wrong with his stance, the rules clearly state that mayoral elections need to be held in April. It is now up to the Paliki Commissioner to come up with a solution. Anand Burli, News9, Bengaluru.
Now, elections are barely 3 days away, and while many are geared up to cast their vote and get inked, there are still many struggling to understand the whole affair. Well, an event organized in the city targeted this particular group. A mock election was conducted to provide a better picture on what to expect.
A city-based initiative called Bengaluru Needs You staged mock elections today to spread their knowledge on the importance of voting and the process of elections. A large group of youngsters came together to understand how elections work, the roles of candidates and party supporters, and what goes into wooing the common man.
Namma Bengaluru, Sundara Bengaluru, we promise introduction of proper waste management system and build more green spaces. टोपी लगाने से कोई मंत्री या लीडर नहीं बनेगा। हम लोगों को टोपी नहीं लगाएंगे। हम साफ है हमारा प्रोजेक्ट्स में। We are accountable to the people. We are transparent in whatever we do.
Through this whole exercise, we give them a chance. They will do exit polling. They will do booth management, volunteering. You know, they've taken part in road shows, in media events, all sorts of things. And today, what they're doing is a mock election exercise where they've formed their own political parties. They've campaigned. They've conducted, sort of attacks on each other. You know, all sorts of not physical, but verbal, and they're trying to convince voters to vote for them.
Everything from campaigning to counting and announcing the winner was completely transparent. 2 participants assumed the roles of 2 opposite parties called Table Stable Party and Janaseva Party and battled it out with speeches and campaigns. A mock voters list too was prepared and polling was held soon after. One by one, the participants voted for their favorite candidate, and each of them was inked for exercising their right. The mock candidates themselves really seem to have gotten so completely into the roles, they couldn't stop talking about their goals for better governance.
I am representing Jan Seva Party and I am the candidate contesting the elections. From independence, people have come, promised so many things, but where are we? Even after 70 years of independence, where did the poverty go? The poverty is still there. In fact, it's increasing with the day-by-day increase in inflation and economic crisis and all that.
Now, the other party has spoken about development. Everybody speaks about development. But to address grassroots level issues and to change the mindset, how are you going to change the mindset? We can't go door to door and tell them, please go for women's safety, please be liberal, please try to understand reservation is a problem. No. The way you try and solve these problems is to give a positive incentive. We have mechanisms in place to see that door-to-door interaction happens, not maybe daily, but over a period of time. We try to explain to them that these issues are important.
Polling was followed by a counting of votes which announced the Jana Seva Party as a winner. The one-day event was organized on Church Street. It was planned over a period of 6 days after releasing manifestos and encouraging youngsters to participate. While youngsters seem to have formed a majority of the participants here, people from all age groups were present to get the new age feel of elections.
The youngsters who come and take part actually go out and do campaigns. They take part in door-to-door campaigns for candidates. They interview politicians. They attend debates. They attend press conferences. They themselves, go out there and immerse themselves in democracy in action. So this way, we've given them a holistic immersion in democratic processes. Through this exercise, I'm confident that they will come out engaged, empowered, and energized, that in the future, they too will not see politics as something far away, but as something that they too can participate in.
Bengaluru Needs You hopes to have communicated the dynamics of elections to the city's young voters through this initiative. The highlight of this event was the enthusiastic participation of seniors when it was mainly targeted at the young crowd. Pavitra for News9 Bengaluru.
Now, actor Darshan's outdoor unit allegedly ran over a biker this morning, leading to his untimely death. Take a look.
The life of a daily wager was cut short abruptly by a speeding outdoor unit vehicle owned by none other than Sandalwood's challenging star Darshan. The incident occurred at Chaudeshwari Nagar at 7:45 this morning. The outdoor unit was on its way to HMT layout for a shoot when it rammed into a biker, 49-year-old Parmeshwarappa. He was allegedly run over by the same vehicle after being thrown off the bike.
Sugdeep outdoor unit shooting ಗಾಡಿ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರೋದಂತೆ. ಅವರು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಗಾಡಿಯವರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಆ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾರೋ ರೋಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಬಂದವರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟೂ ವೀಲರ್ ಇವರು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಲಾರಿ ಆ ಲಾರಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟಚ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ವೀಲ್ ಹತ್ತಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Parmeshwarappa was a resident of Govind Nagar and was on his way to work. According to frequent commuters and residents of this area, the road lacks speed breakers and accidents occur frequently.
ಮುಂದೆ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ವೀಲಿ ಸಿಹಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೈಕ್ ಅವರು ಸ್ಪಾಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಿದೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗಾಡಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಬೈಕು ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಮುಂದೆ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ವೀಲಿ ಸಿಹಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿದೆ.
But the ones travelling in the outdoor unit had a completely different version of the incident. According to them, Parmeshwarappa was hit by a different vehicle and only happened to come under the wheels of their vehicle. Vijayanagar police, who are investigating the matter, have registered a case. They have arrested the outdoor unit driver Shankar. Vishnu Prasad, News9, Bengaluru.